So we're not cooking today, but I do need a place to fix up my gaming PC because it's been a long time coming. You see, I built this PC 7 years ago with my dad, and at this point, it's a bit out of date. Shout out to our friends over at MSI. They have given me the Coreliquid cooler, and I'm thinking we upgrade that today. I'm gonna have some more stuff coming in the future, and we'll keep going with these, but I'll upgrade this and then I'll tell you about my PC here and what specs I'm rocking and things like that, because genuinely I forget. This was my dad's computer for a very long time. About 3 years ago, we upgraded it again. He just put a new Ryzen chip in there, I believe, and some new RAM. And then also he got a new motherboard because he cooked the shit out of it last time. So we are going to put this cooling system, generously provided by MSI, thank you so much, into this baddie. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so first of all, let's break into here. I have this handy dandy little toolkit right here. And I bet you guys are wondering, Josie, why are you doing this in the kitchen? Truth be told, chat, I do not have room for this in my room. I would have had to do it on my bed. So this is probably the best you're gonna get. Time to bring out the big guns, actually. We're doing this baddie because I don't know what to do here. Okay, I got her. All right, chat, here are the insides. Oh boy, that's dusty. Wow, that is dusty. You can see how dusty that is. So step one here is gonna be to clean this whole thing out. Figure all that out in a second, but we just have to, let's unbox this baddie. It's a banger, chat. I'm gonna pull this baddie open, just like that. Again, shout out to MSI for sending this one over. I'm very excited. Got all the classic stuff, and then we have our cooling system. Wow, this is fucking huge. I'm so curious if this is gonna fit on my computer. Okay, so there is our heatsink and the fan over the top of it. And this is what we gotta take out. There's all these little screws in there that I have to get to work taking out. It took me about 30 minutes to take this baddie out, but we did it. Now we need to clean off the chip and scrape the thermal paste and all the gunk off. But now it's finally time to fit this new liquid cooling system in. Here, in real time, I figure out that this fan is not gonna fit in my case with the Blu-ray player in that spot, so I need to move it. Simple enough, right? Wrong. It took me forever to get this shit out.
2 hours later.
Oops, I accidentally recorded this part sideways, but I was super excited. Okay, so there's been a bit of a cut because this took me forever. I had, let me show you guys this shit. Make sure I don't screw up anything. I had so many problems, but it's fine. Not the fault of MSI, the fault of me. And if you look in this PC right here, you would remember that there was a disk drive right here so that I could watch Blu-rays, things like that, which I do, I like this baddie, it's cool, but it's not necessary and it's blocking my ability to stick this huge, and I mean huge ass liquid heatsink thingy in here. So without knowing what I was doing, I basically tried to take that out for about an hour, figuring why the fuck can't I take this plate out? And I realized that there was a screw right in here that was just holding this to this that was getting in my way. But we finally got it out. I'm so happy that took so long. So now we're going to fit this into the PC and we're finally making some progress. Oh, please tell me that fits. Oh, just barely, baby, but it does. God, this is getting creative, chat. Okay, so from what I'm understanding, chat, I'm putting this, I know how heat sinks work, you know what I mean? But I think I put this on my CPU, and then I put it in place with this. This is confusing me a little bit. here's the situation. Here is our CPU right here. I took the other one off of it. This is gone. This was what was on it. It did its best. But now it's time for a new liquid-cooled one, which I'm very excited for. But what we have to do first and foremost is clean off that. How do you clean things in a computer chat? With isopropyl alcohol. You need something that dries pretty much immediately, and that is exactly what isopropyl does. Okay, so now we're gonna put this baddie into my computer. Let's do it. I think we put this on. So I messed with this for way too long, not understanding that I didn't actually need this for my chip, because I think it's actually for an Intel chip when I'm rocking a Ryzen. I guess we could just thumb screw it. But then there's not much dividing it, you know what I mean? Did I lose a goddamn screw? Okay, everyone, I think I figured it out. You use these baddies, and then you screw them into here, and we screw them into here. And before you get mad at me or tell me that I don't know how to do things, I did this a very long time ago with my dad, and I'm pretty positive he handled this part. Okay, right here, chat, is thermal paste. We're gonna do something like an X. Not very pretty, but it works. Okay, now that we have the thermal paste applied, we're going to undo that seal and grab these screws. These springy screws are what's going to keep this one in place. Does that work? No? Ah! Down here. Oh wait, you know how much easier this would have been if it was turned over? And we're gonna grab these screws like that. Okay, this is quite a bit easier now because we have the orientation to some degree. Okay, this was a lot easier. I just needed to push the spring-loaded screws down a bit and was able to screw it in there with very little issues. But now comes the hard part. Okay, do you guys fucking see that? The heat sink is on. Boom. Okay, chat, now that we figured that out, we have to get this huge behemoth of a fan on the top of my desktop still, and I'm trying to figure out how the fuck I'm gonna mount this thing. There are screw holes over here. There's a couple screw holes up on the top here. I'm just a little bit worried about the integrity of the top of this, but we will have to make do, I guess. We're gonna put it in there like this, which it fits, which is massive. So that's half the battle. How the fuck do we get it in here? Okay, this thing is mesh. There's little screw holes. Screw holes are good. And they came with these in there, which is probably for this. But I do just need that to work a little bit better. And then us to not really be like resting on the fan. Dude, is it the fan? Okay, time to take out another thing from my OG PC build. This fan on the side, great. Okay, now it fits, now she fits. And then we're gonna just push it on the top here is where I'm thinking makes the most sense. New plan, we gotta turn this around. See, this is better. Like closer like that. Oh no! Why would we do this to me? I can't believe I've spent my entire day doing this so far. My entire morning, at least. Shockingly, this kind of worked though, even though I'm sure this isn't exactly how I should have mounted it. The fans are in now. I think it looks pretty good if I say so myself. Now we just gotta plug this baddie in. I have a red cable that runs down the back of my computer right now, which I can show you guys when I turn this baddie all the way around. I proceeded to mess with these cables for over an hour, looking for where to plug the USB thing in, only to find out it was at the bottom of my motherboard under the graphics card, and for no reason, I just didn't even think to look there. But go easy on me, I'm trying my best, and I'm still kind of learning a little bit, chat. I can't plug in the motherfucking cables because the fan is too big, so I have to unplug it and then redo everything, so.
One eternity later.
Okay, here's the cable management of the back. Here it is from the front. Looking pretty good. Got all the cables connected. It's up. You can see those fans in there. Believe everything is good to go. But let's plug it in, because this is the absolute moment of truth. If this works, we're good. If not, it's over. 1, 2, 3. What? Did I fry it? What? On. It's not doing anything, chat, but we have to hit the on button over here. Woo! Come on! And you can hear that liquid. Dude, you guys, we did it. We upgraded my PC successfully without breaking it. Ain't she a beaut? Running like a damn dream, I'd say. I am honestly very surprised that we ended up, pulling this together. There was a moment there where we plugged it in and I just forgot that there was an actual power button as well on the front of this case. So I got very, very scared, but I'm glad it's running well. It's doing good. It seems a lot cooler. I also got to clean it when I was doing this. I have this whole mess of shit over here that I have to clean up. It took me 5 hours to do this. Chat, I have been up since 7 o'clock in the morning. It is now 12:30. Oh my God. Hopefully once MSI starts sending me more of this stuff, I get a little bit more efficient with it, but I had a good time. I feel pretty proud of myself that it didn't end up breaking in any way, and I'm excited to see where we go from here, chat. But if you like the video, drop it a like, subscribe to the channel, and check out this one. It's a banger, it's a vibe, it's a good time. I will see you over there. Goodbye.